Happy little learners!
Clap along if you're smiling, show your happy face. Clap along if you're giggling, let's all join the race. Clap along if you're jumping, bounce up to the sky. Clap along if you're laughing, reach your hands up high. Clap along if you're dancing, spin and twirl around. Clap along if you're singing, make a joyful sound. Clap along if you're shining like a bright, bright sun. Clap along if you're smiling, happiness for everyone. Clap along if you're smiling, show your happy face. Clap along if you're giggling, let's all join the race. Clap along if you're jumping, bounce up to the sky. Clap along if you're laughing, reach your hands up high.
Happy little learners!
Lucy had a snowy lamb, soft and fluffy as a cloud. Everywhere that Lucy went, the little lamb was proud. In the meadow green and bright, they would run and jump and play, chasing butterflies all day long underneath the sun's warm ray. When the snow began to fall, the lamb turned white as cream. Together Lucy and her friend lived a winter dream. Snowflakes danced upon their fur and footprints marked the ground. Lucy laughed and hugged her lamb, best friends they had found. At night they'd cuddle close and warm by the fire's gentle glow. Lucy and her snowy lamb loved more than you could know. Lucy had a snowy lamb, soft and fluffy as a cloud. Everywhere that Lucy went, the little lamb was proud. In the meadow green and bright, they would run and jump and play, chasing butterflies all day long underneath the sun's warm ray. Lucy and her snowy lamb.
Happy little learners!
Danced upon a lily glider, wiggled legs so thin and neat, skated on with webbed feet. She zipped across a puddle wide, with dragonflies to be her guide. Her silver boots went splash, splash, splish, zooming past a golden fish. She waved hello to frogs in hats, to beetle bands and jiggly gnats. She twirled and twirled on dewdrop lakes, making trails and figure eights. She built a bubble boat from string, with sails made out of butterfly wings. She sailed beneath a rainbow's bend, chasing clouds with her spider friends. At sunset when the stars peek through, she spun a swing from drops of dew. And under moonlight's soft sweet gleam, she snuggled up to weave a dream. So if you see a ripple glide, it might be Witsy on a ride. A spider small, so bold and clever, dancing on the water forever. a tree, chattering and giggling, wild as can be. We're off to the market, they shouted with flair. To the banana bazaar, we'll swing through the air. One silly monkey put a hat on his tail. He juggled 3 coconuts and started to wail. He slipped on a mango and flew like a kite. Whee! He cried, soaring right out of sight. 4 silly monkeys danced in a line. They spun in circles and said, we're fine. But one found a mirror and gave a loud eek. My face is bananas, he squealed with a shriek. 3 silly monkeys leaped in a pile of pineapples stacked up 10 feet high. One did a flip and landed with flair, right in a pineapple with spiky green hair. 2 silly monkeys climbed a big crate labeled hot peppers do not taste. They gobbled them up and shouted yo, and ran around yelling, we're dragons now. One silly monkey looked left and right. All of my buddies are out of sight. He slipped on a peel and tumbled down, then giggled and rolled like a circus clown. With a bunch of loot, banana cream pie and papaya fruit. They laughed and cheered beneath the sun, because being silly is so much fun. Woo!
Happy little learners!
Tiny toes and wiggly feet, dancing to a happy beat. Tap, tap, tap on the floor. Wiggle, giggle, then some more. Tickle toes in cozy socks, jumping up like little frocks. Wiggly feet in shoes or bare, stomping here, twirling there. Tiny toes that like to wiggle, make the grown-ups smile and giggle. Feet that tap and feet that spin, ready, set, let's dance again. Wiggly feet that jump so high, trying hard to touch the sky. Tiny toes that twist and turn, in their fun there's much to learn. So wiggle toes and stomp your feet, feel the rhythm, move to the beat. Tiny toes and wiggly feet make the day so bright and sweet.
Happy little learners!
Patty Pan's in the kitchen, whisking with a grin. Flour flying everywhere, let the fun begin. Splash of milk and sugar sweet, eggs that jiggle too. Mix it up and stir some more, a cake is what we'll do. Patty Pan wears tiny hats, a chef's hat on her head. She dances around the kitchen while the dough is spread into the oven, warm and bright. The cake begins to bake, soon it's fluffy, soft and gold, a yummy treat to make. Sprinkles icing, cherries too, decorate with care. Patty Pan's cake is ready now for friends and fun to share. Patty Pan's in the kitchen, whisking with a grin. Flour flying everywhere, let the fun begin. Splash of milk and sugar sweet, eggs that jiggle too. Mix it up and stir some more, a cake is what we'll do. Sprinkles icing, cherries too, decorate with care. Patty Pan's cake is ready now for friends and fun to share.
around the bend. See the rainbow colors blend. Turtles sunbathe, friends we send on this river's fun-filled trend. Paddle, paddle, don't you stop. Pass the flowers to the top. Watch the dragonflies all hop on this stream, our joyful hop. Paddle, paddle down the stream. Splash and sparkle like a dream. Come along, join the team on the water's magic gleam.
Happy little learners!
On Farmer Mac's big sunny farm, the animals sing with lots of charm. The cows go moo in a melody, while the chickens cluck in harmony. The pigs oink out a happy tune underneath the bright round moon. The sheep are soft, so sweet and clear, and the ducks quack songs we love to hear. Farmer Mac taps a wooden beat with his boots tapping on the street. The horses neigh and stomp their feet, making music that's pure and sweet. From morning light till evening's glow, the farm's a stage for the animal show. So come along and sing with me on Farmer Mac's farm. Music's key. On Farmer Mac's big sunny farm, the animals sing with lots of charm. The cows go moo in a melody, while the chickens cluck in harmony. The pigs oink out a happy tune underneath the bright round moon. The sheep are soft, so sweet and clear, and the ducks quack songs we love to hear. The ducks quack songs we love to hear. Farmer Mac taps a wooden beat. Music's key.
Happy little learners!
One shiny shoe, so bright and new. Two little buckles, just for you. Three tiny toes, wiggle inside. Four laces tied up, snug and tight. Five colorful socks, soft and sweet. Six little steps with happy feet. Seven shoes all in a row. Eight buckles clicking as we go. Nine jumps high, then land on 10. Counting shoes again and again. 11 buttons on your coat. 12 big clouds that seem to float. 13 shoes worn by your friends. 14 smiles that never end. 15 feet all ready to play. 16 buckles on display. 17 steps to the dancing tree. 18 shoes all happy and free. Shoes and buckles, count with me. Let's dance, jump, and shout with glee.
Happy little learners!
Who bakes the muffin treats so sweet, with berries bursting in each bite to eat? Is it the baker with flour on her nose, dancing around in cinnamon clothes? Or is it a squirrel in a gingham hat, whisking and mixing? Imagine that. She stirs with a spoon in a peanut shell pan, adding some honey with a nutty plan. Could it be gnomes in a forest so deep, who bake before dawn while the owls still sleep? They sprinkle in stardust and a giggle or two, and bake them in ovens shaped like a shoe. Maybe it's bears in a mountaintop nook, reading each recipe like a bedtime book. They pat the dough down with their big fluffy paws and make muffin magic with hardly a flaw. Or what if a dragon with frosting on wings bakes blueberry muffins while softly she sings? Her breath is so warm, the oven's just right, and each treat comes out fluffy and light. Then there's a fox in the bakery truck, zooming through town, beep beep, what luck. She drops off muffins on every street, a warm yummy parcel for friends to eat. So So who bakes the muffin treats, you ask? It might be someone in a magical mask, or maybe it's you with a spoon and a smile, whipping up joy in your own special style. So grab your apron, let's not delay. The muffin makers are on their way. Chocolate chip or lemon delight, let's bake muffin treats from morning to night.
Happy little learners!
Hush-a-bye, little star, baby, don't cry. The moon's painting lullabies up in the sky. Clouds drift like pillows, the night is so near. The stars tell a story that only you hear. Rock-a-bye, baby, in twilight so blue. The comets are dancing and twirling for you. Your cradle's a moonbeam, your blanket is light, wrapped in the shimmer of a sweet silver night. Hush now, my darling, the owls softly sing, and dreamboats are sailing on stars made of string. The teddy bear captain will guide you away to magical dreams at the close of the day. Whispering winds hum a lullaby tune, carried on sparkles that shine from the moon. Each twinkle above is a kiss from afar.
Happy little learners!
Giggling, the school bell rings. Out jumps Kitty with shiny wings. She's not a bird, she's not a bee, she's the singing star from 3B. With a bow on her tail and tap shoes bright, she twirls and meows with pure delight. Time for a song, she gives a cheer, and every child begins to hear. Paws to the left, whiskers to the right. Clap your hands and dance in light. Tails up high, twinkle your toes. Let's all sing wherever we go. She strums her ukulele blue, while turtles tango and parrots coo. Even the goldfish hums along, bubbling beats to Kitty's song. The chalkboard shakes with bouncy beats as lunchboxes slide right off the seats. The teacher grins, what joy she brings every time that Kitty sings. When story time comes to close the day, she hums a tune that floats away, a lullaby soft as a butterfly wing. The final gift when bells go ding. So if you hear that jingle jazz chime and see a cat who's dressed sublime, join the fun and flap your wings. She strums her left, whiskers your toes. Let songs up high, whiskos your toes. Let songs her ukulele blue, while turtles tango and parrots coo. Even the goldfish hums along, bubbling beats to Kitty's song. The chalkboard shakes with bouncy beats as lunchboxes slide right off the seats. The teacher grins, what joy she brings every time that Kitty sings. When story time comes to close the day, she hums a tune that floats away, a lullaby soft as a butterfly wing. The final gift when bells go ding, so ding. So if you hear that
Happy little learners!
when the moon is bright and the stars all gleam, the squeaky mice begin to scheme. With tiny paws and noses twitching, they sneak outside without a hitching. Tiptoe, tiptoe across the floor, through the garden and out the door. Whiskers twitching, tails held high underneath the velvet sky. They scamper past the sleeping cat who dreams of chasing a big fat rat. They sneak by owls who softly hoot and jump on leaves that crunch and boot. Squeaky mice, so brave and small, on the midnight walk they have a ball. They find a patch of moonlit cheese, nibble it quietly with the greatest ease. With cheeks puffed out and happy squeaks, they run through bushes and climb the creeks. Then off they dash back home they sneak, before the dawn begins to peek. So if you hear a tiny squeak, just know the mice are on their sneak. On a midnight walk so bold and bright, dancing softly in the moonlight.
Happy little learners!
Curds on the table, all soft and white, yummy and creamy, a tasty bite. Little spiders spinning near, dancing webs both far and near. Tough is so bouncy, soft and round, where tiny feet make the happiest sound. Jump on a tuffet, bounce up high, reach for the stars in the bright blue sky. Spiders giggle in their webs so fine, weaving patterns like a shiny twine. Curds and tuffets, friends so sweet, together make a perfect treat. So if you see a spider's dance, or find a tuffet, grab your chance. Nibble curds and play all day, in a world of fun where dreams can stay.
Happy little learners!
Pop, pop goes the bouncy box, jumping up like jumping socks. Bounce, bounce, high and low, where it stops we'll never know. Inside the box a surprise awaits, a silly clown with funny hats. Pop, pop goes the bouncy box, laughing loud with silly talks. Pop, pop goes the bouncy box, out come frogs and jumping fox. They leap and hop all around the room, dancing under the shining moon. Pop, pop goes the bouncy box, colorful balls and rubber rocks. We toss and catch, we jump and play, in the bouncy box we spend the day. Pop, pop goes the bouncy box, come on friends, let's all unbox. With giggles, fun and happy cheer, the bouncy box is magic here.
Happy little learners!
I'm a tiny teacup, small and sweet, with a handle just perfect for little hands to meet. I sit on the table all shiny and bright, waiting for tea parties from morning to night. I hold warm cocoa or juice with a straw, sometimes a splash of lemonade. Oh, what a joy! With a giggle and smile, I twirl on the tray. Come have a tea party, don't let me stay. I sit with my friends, the teddy bear crew, the dollies and bunnies, all drinking with you. We pour and we swirl and we laugh and we cheer, because tiny teacups bring joy far and near. So if you see me, small, shiny and blue, Pick me up gently, I'm waiting for you. Let's make a small magic, just me and you, in our tiny teacup world where dreams come true.